Cows Week, August 2010. There were boats, lots and lots of boats.
This Cows Week we've got close to 900 boats racing. The event attracts between 100 and 130,000 visitors who want to come, watch the boats racing, get close to the action.
And this year those visitors saw two America's Cup boats, the current Cup holders BMW Oracle and Britain's Team Origin, recreating the very first America's Cup race. Back in 1851, the yacht America went around the Isle of Wight in 10 hours, defeating a fleet of British boats. They were bigger boats than these ones. In the ensuing 159 years, the Cup's been up for grabs 33 times. Australia has won it once, New Zealand has won it twice, Switzerland has won it twice. The rest of the time, it's remained in American hands. And at Cows, while the year may have changed, the result was the same. Chalk up another one for the Americans in an event some saw as a renaissance for the America's Cup itself.
Today we've been racing to send a message out to the world that the America's Cup's back on track.
It needs to be. In February, following a tedious and distasteful 30-month court battle, BMW Oracle took sport's oldest trophy off Swiss holder Zalingi in two barely publicised races, fought in mismatched 90-foot multi-hulls.
Nobody enjoyed what happened with the Cup last time, where it was trapped in the courts, and there was we were back to the legal arguments and so forth.
When any sport has a dispute, it affects the popularity amongst the public, the general public. It affects interest from the media, and it affects it commercially from sponsors. And so this was not a good period in the history of the America's Cup.
Despite that, the future looks surprisingly similar to February's regatta, because in 2013 the America's Cup will be fought in wing-sailed catamarans. At 72 foot long with top speeds of over 30 knots, the new class is designed to be fast, spectacular, and for its 11-man crew, a genuine challenge.
Well, it wants to be athletic. It wants to be demanding for the crew. I think in recent times we've had a lot of people on board standing around, for example, giving advice that haven't played much of a physical role in the boat, and I think we've got to make this more focused towards younger people, more athletic, more challenging for the teams to race.
They need to be the most impressive boats on the planet. That's what the America's Cup boats have always been about. It's been about the size and the power of the boats, and they need to be really hard to sail.
The new boats will also be able to sail in a wide range of conditions to avoid race delays and cancellations, poison to TV schedulers. Design parameters are tight to ensure the yachts are evenly matched. The races themselves will be shorter.
Shortening the courses will bring the racing closer and more exciting. We've seen that here in the last couple of days. We've done relatively short course racing, and it's been phenomenally close.
Meanwhile, in a location yet to be decided, an independent organising committee will hopefully discourage legal battles. Restrictions will be placed on team spending, and the competition itself will be redesigned to be more TV and fan-friendly.
We want to simplify the rules, simplify the format, and make it much more comprehensible for the average television viewer.
The trials have already begun.
Investing quite heavily in technology, superimposing the graphics directly onto the television images. We've already started a process where we're experimenting with different camera positions quite extensively, and sound, microphoning all of the crew, which is going to be a new thing for the teams. Certainly have to change their language style a little bit.
Of course, reaching for a wider audience always brings the risk of oversimplifying a highly technical and skillful, albeit rather arcane event.
We can't go away from the quality of the racing just to try and make it a TV-friendly sport.
No, I think Formula One's a good comparison, and we don't need to dumb it down at all. We need to just do a better job of explaining it and make it more compelling and more understandable for the viewer.
It would be almost impossible to make it less compelling than this year's America's Cup. Only 39 TV channels showed the contest. In comparison, the Football World Cup pulled in over 150. For sponsors especially, it was a bust, but organisers are confident that low watermark is behind them.
There's a lot of work to do, and I think the sponsors that we've spoken to about some of the changes that we're making are very excited.
But not everyone's excited. Sir Keith Mills has now dropped his Team Origin challenge altogether. Meanwhile, serious doubts exist as to whether catamarans can actually produce exciting match racing.
I think in match racing you need to be sailing in a monohull. I think multi-hulls are too fast, the speed differentials are too big, that the boats are never really as close as they would be in a monohull.
But the man who's won the Cup 4 times is confident the changes are just what's needed to pull off what might be his toughest challenge yet, winning back the fans, media and sponsors' affection. You're not lying awake in a cold sweat every night?
No, I'm excited about what's happening.